till that white light goes on the on air, and then, okay.
Okay, good evening, folks. My name is Ernie Virgilio. We're going to start tonight's meeting. I'm the vice chair. Chair is not here tonight. This is Mashpee Town Hall, McCoy Meeting Room, 16 Great Neck Road North, Mashpee, Mass. It's Thursday, March 31st, 2022 at 6:02 p.m. And we'll start with, old business, or would you like to go to new business, or?
We usually do new business first.
Okay,
We don't have any meeting minutes prepared at this point, and I just need one more signature on an expense warrant.
did I sign yet?
Yes, you
Oh,
signed it.
okay.
I just need to have Krapani sign.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's going to bring us to review of request for Title V variance, 22 Fells Pond Road, Circle. Peter McGinty.
Hello. Yes, that's my dad. I'm Anna Wimmer. I'm here representing Pete. We're just asking for a 6-foot variance from the setback requirement for a septic tank to a crawl space. There's an addition going in at the building, at the house, and we're trying to avoid any unnecessary disturbance of the working septic system. It's just going to be a crawl space underneath. There's no living space, and the cellar wall will provide an additional barrier. So it would be a 4-foot setback from the house where the existing septic tank is.
Is there anything there?
Do you need to see it?
I got
I have
it.
an extra copy here too, if you'd like a hard copy.
I'm pulling it up. Thank you very much.
Of course.
Thank you. It's 6 foot. It's there. 6 foot. Where's it? 6 foot.
Okay, ask for Glenn.
Yeah, one's copy.
I'll ask for Glenn's comment. Copy. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Krapani.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good. Don't have anything.
Nope, I made my comments and recommendations. I think that this is a relocation of the septic tank would be a pretty large disturbance to the septic system, which is operating right now. It's a septic tank and a pump chamber combination, so it's got not just piping to it, it's got electrical to it for the pump and the alarms. So I think that granting the variance is valid in this case, and there's room to relook at the tank in the future if a upgrade needs to be done. So I think that it's okay as presented.
What would that upgrade?
I'm just saying, in the future, there's room
If
in
the-
the
okay,
future,
room
if,
for it.
if they need to put a new tank in, there's room to move the tank the 10 feet from the new foundation
Oh, okay.
in the future.
I have no questions.
I don't have anything further.
I'm good.
We can move on to
We,
the motion.
yeah, we'll make a motion.
All right, I can make a motion to approve the Title V variance with the condition that the new foundation wall to the addition be sealed to assure protection from effluent and odors for 22 Fells Pond Circle.
I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approved.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
How's that? Take care, Anna.
Thanks, Glenn.
Thanks, Christine. Here's a copy for you.
All right,
Ernie, would
move on.
you like me to give that back to Glenn?
Yes, please.
There you go, thank you.
Okay. The next,
34 Santuit Lane. Was she coming, do you know?
They were invited. She indicated that she was probably going to be working.
Okay.
Okay. How about 38 Timberlane Drive?
I did not hear from her, but I did, she was on the email.
Okay. Do you want to do number 6 because the other person for Burrito Bistro is here?
Okay.
yes,
And we don't have any times assigned, so we can certainly go back and cover the other
Okay.
topics.
yeah, let's take the Burrito Bistro Mashpee, Krista.
Hi, good evening.
Hi.
So I'm here today to address the fines that were imposed on me and ask the Board of Health to waive those fines.
Oh, yeah. Ernie, do you want to do the comment first?
I'd like to have Glenn's comment.
Glenn,
Okay.
have you proceed
You want me
with
to
it?
read my?
Yes, please.
Please.
Okay. Renewal notifications were sent the first week in November to all food establishment via the Permitize online permitting. Mr. Tucker did initiate the renewal process on November 15th, 2021. However, the application was not complete because the required supporting documents were not uploaded. These documents, including the allergy awareness and serve safe certificates, were part of the renewal process prior to transitioning the online permitting and have continued to be required since the online permitting was implemented beginning with the 2018 renewals. Mr. Tucker was contacted via the online permitting chat feature on December 27th, January 6th, and February 11th, reminding him that his renewal was incomplete. In a letter dated January 26, 2022, Mr. Tucker was notified of a show cause hearing by a certified mail, which he later advised the assistant health agent that he dismissed because he thought he was all set with his permits. He contacted the Board of Health when he received the fine letter dated February 7th, 2022. The final required documents were uploaded into his renewal application on February 13th, 2022. Mr. Tucker alleges that he's not receiving the auto-generated emails from Permitize, and that is why he did not know the application was incomplete.
Is there anyone present to represent? That'd be you, sir.
That would be me.
Okay.
If you don't mind, I'd like to comment on some of that to bring some clarity to some of what was just read. First off, when I completed my application on November 15th of 2021, at that time I did upload the required documents. I don't know why, for whatever reason, the online site did not receive the documents when I uploaded them. When I did receive the notification, I dismissed it only because I was under the impression that my permit was complete and there was an error of some sort. It was noted that there was some communication sent to me through the town's chat website. I do have some information here from my server. So the way that email works is, forgive me, I'm not a technical expert in this area, so I'm going to try to describe it in best I understand it, is communication is done from server to server. So the town has a server, which is, I believe, permit eyes. Those servers are required to register themselves as a legitimate server. And if they're not, they're what they call blacklisted. And if you're blacklisted, your communication that you're trying to send from server to server is rejected. The town's website, Permit Eyes, is on a blacklist. It's the server's responsibility to make sure that they are registering with these spam filters to ensure that their emails or their messages are being sent from server to server. Once it goes to my server, then it will come to my email. So my server company is Mascat Internet, which is a local company, and they did a quick search and they found that communications that were being sent to me from the town's website were never even being sent through their server. They were being sent back. So I never received any communication from the town through the online chat. If I had, probably would have seen the emails and I would have responded. I would also like to add, in my 21 years of doing businesses with towns, if ever there was an issue with a permit, whether it was a licensing permit, common vicular, or say a building department permit, I would always receive a courtesy call. The call usually takes about 1 minute to pick up the phone to contact me either by voicemail or phone and say, hey, there's an issue with your permit. And over the years, that's happened from time to time. There's sometimes documents that aren't completed correctly or there's some sort of issue. Never received any phone call or message from the town other than the certified letter that was sent to me, which I would assume it probably took longer to fill out a certified letter and mail it than it would have been to simply pick up a phone call, pick up the phone and leave a message saying, hey, there's an issue with your permit. There's some documents that are missing. So with that in mind, given all my past experience and years of dealing with different town agencies, when I received a letter, I dismissed it because in my mind, I had completed the permit back in November, so I just figured there was an error of some sort or a miscommunication or whatever, not realizing there was a deeper issue with the town's server and the fact that their server is blacklisted as a spam site. I have a letter here too, an email from my internet provider, which goes into a little bit more explanation if you're interested in taking a look at that as well.
Do you have any comment right now?
Yeah, so thank you for your side, Mr. Tucker. I would just have to say that I take into consideration everything that you've said. I think simply put, knowing how permit eyes work, I have parents that also kind of go through the same system and stuff too. I just think that dismissing a certified letter, I know it's easy to just pick up a phone call and have the Board of Health kind of convey, anything that might have gone awry, but they are quite busy because, they're not only handling just a couple permits throughout the year that happen. There's more than that many, and so the same reason that you say they could pick up a call and call you, you should have done the same thing, and you should have called them and been like, hey, I don't have my permit in hand. There was an issue or something, or, so it goes kind of two ways, and it does kind of seem that even though you got a certified letter and you kind of dismiss it, it's a little bit of negligence on your part. And it doesn't really sway me from not, kind of taking away these fines that, will come your way. Just that's all I have to say, Ernie, for that.
Yeah, I am not familiar with this permit eyes. I believe when there is a mailing, that needs to be respected and follow up with it. Unfortunately, proof of the pudding right here, these computer systems and et cetera, at my age, to me, doesn't replace the actual paperwork, and you were provided that. And you should have followed that up, in my view. I have nothing else to say.
With that, I make a motion.
I'd like a motion, yes, please.
All right, make a motion to impose fines of $900 to Burrito Bistro in Mashpee Commons for operating without a valid 2022 food established permit from January 1st, 2022 until February 13, 2022.
I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thirty-four Santuit Lane, is that the next one you want to do, Ernie?
Yeah, we're not, are we gonna not do 22 Fells Pond tonight?
We did 22 Fells Pond.
That was Anna.
That was Anna
Oh.
McEntee.
The
Sorry,
first one.
I'm sorry. I meant to say, okay, thank you. We're on them, yeah. We're on 34 Santuit, sorry, folks.
Did,
She's the one that she works
Working,
nights.
yeah.
Okay.
She's a
so she wasn't
server.
planning on being
She
here?
couldn't be here, but she provided the letter.
Okay,
Okay.
let me see.
Stand by a minute, I'm gonna get on. All of a sudden decided to. Please stand by.
I mean, I can read the comments to that.
Okay,
Yes, please.
Ms. Bakanovich signed for receipt of the original order letter on September 17, 2021. The second and final notice was sent on November 24th, 2021, indicating that failure to comply within 7 days would subject the property owner to fines and/or court action. Ms. Bakanovich signed for receipt of the fine letter on February 28, 2022, at which time she reached out to the Board of Health to explain that she had failed to comply due to financial hardship and requested to appeal the fines. And there are recommendations there and a recommended motion.
Thank you, Glenn.
you have any?
I don't think I have anything. Reading her letter and knowing that she has a financial constraint, I think it seems a bit reasonable to provide her that bit of time to get into compliance. So that's where I'm at, Ernie, with that.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You want a motion?
Yep. I move to approve the appeal of fines for 34 Santuit Lane on the condition that the property owner fully comply with the order to inspect and pump the on-site system within 30 days. Should the property owner fail to comply by April 30th, 2022, fines shall be reinstated.
I second that motion. All in favor?
Aye?
Aye. Okay, request for appeal of fines, 38.
38 Timber Lane.
She has an email that she sent out.
38 Timber Lane regarding the Santuit Pond septic survey. Ms. McBride recently acquired the property and letters pertaining to the inspection pumping order were sent to the previous address. A Title V inspection of the on-site system was conducted at this property in 2020 prior to the sale. Therefore, it was only pumping order that had not been complied with. After receiving the fine letter dated February 28th, Ms. McBride enlisted the services of a local septic hauler and had the system pumped. Again, we have made recommendations and a motion.
Well, I would have any comment?
No, seems pretty straightforward as
Yeah.
well. She hasn't received the communication, so.
I agree.
Well, I move to approve, the appeal of fines for 38 Timberland Drive.
I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye?
Aye.
Thank you.
I will recuse myself from number 7.
Yep. As we don't have a quorum for this, I did speak with the planning department, and they would accept that, as the board cannot offer a decision on it, they would take my recommendation, which would be to approve the definitive plan as presented. And so I think that as long as the planning board is satisfied with that, I think that then we can move forward with that, because I did not have any other comments on the subdivision plan.
Okay, that's fine.
Did you have any questions on the plan itself?
No, I looked over and it seemed okay to me, so I don't think I have anything. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm good to go. Do I need
Okay.
to make a motion, or
No,
I can't
you
do it?
can't,
Yeah.
because you're
Okay. Yeah, I'm
you're
all
it.
alone.
Yeah,
I'm the,
so the board does not have to make a decision on
okay,
this. So
perfect.
we're okay to move on.
Okay, I can call Ernie back.
Yeah.
Okay, and going to number 8, review and execution of course jurisdictional sharing commitment letter.
This is a grant that is being requested by Barnstable County, and we still have more questions on this. There's quite a few variables regarding if the requirements are binding, where the town is gonna have to meet training and personnel thresholds. So we'd like to get those questions answered before we have the board vote on that, because it's also gonna take town manager approval as well. So we're gonna get a few more things ironed out before we have you vote on that.
Okay.
They were looking for an answer by the 30th, but there are several other towns that are still not satisfied with this, so.
I did neglect to tell you that the commitment letter is not binding. It's, they did make that clear in the meeting that it was a non-binding commitment letter, but it's just an indication to them of who is, considering, favorably considering, the option of participating.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right.
Do we need a motion to
Yeah.
continue? or-
Nope, not at this point.
We're good?
No action needs to be taken at
Okay.
this point.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, we'll head to nomination of animal inspector.
The animal inspectors need to be nominated for the period of May 1st, 2022 to April 30th, 2023. The nominees are Donald Chicoine and Christine Willander. The 2023 budget has both animal inspector costs in it, so animal inspectors will be paid next fiscal year after July 31, 2023.
We motion to approve that.
To recommend.
Recommend.
Yep, the motion is there. Yep.
Okay. Well, this is exciting. It's your name right here.
Yep. I got it there.
Yeah. All right, I have it right here. Thank you. All right, so I motion to nominate Donald Chicoine and Christine Willander as animal inspectors for the period of May 1st, 2022 to April 30th, 2023 for the Mass Department of Agricultural Resources.
I second the motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Gonna make a copy of that form and then have you sign it, and then have Dawn sign one.
Okay, review of the August 21 landfill gas monitoring report.
This is just an FYI to keep the board updated on the reports from the landfill. The report stated that there was no methane, lower explosive limit, or hydrogen sulfide gas that was encountered. So at this point, there's no landfill gas hazards were found. And there was one soil gas well which was replaced, and that'll be that'll get measured in the next report in I think in the summer,
Okay,
because they've done their spring one already, which we'll bring to the board the next meeting.
okay.
Sounds good. Thank you. All right.
This leaves us with,
COVID-19 update.
yes,
Things have slowed down quite a bit, thankfully. Other than our standard things that we've been doing, keeping up with the DPH and Barnstable County, watching the epidemiological data. We've still been doing weekly Maven webinars and the bi-weekly health agent conferences. We update the town manager daily, and we maintain the town website for the COVID-19 page. We've been working with the department heads on if they have any sick employees and giving the proper guidance on that, again, which has been a lot slower, thankfully. We've been talking rather than daily now, we're weekly with the school nurse coordinator. The school has 2 cases, and there's 8 cases in town right now. And we've been talking to the congregate care facilities. That has also slowed down, thankfully. The positivity rate now is 3.15%, which is still below 5%, so the virus is considered contained. And that's pretty much it right now. The latest news that came out is that folks over 50 can get the second booster if they so choose, as long as it's 4 months after their last booster. So, but we haven't had any requests for clinics or anywhere to know where to get the vaccinations, and that has slowed down quite a bit too. We haven't had a call on that in quite a while.
good, thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's good. We're going well into the summer.
Yeah.
Especially after hearing about the new variant that's out, that's kind of shut down China. So hopefully we're free of that while we get through recover from the olden times, or,
They say that the vaccinations are still effective against it,
yeah.
so the
That's good.
vaccination is still your best protection.
That's good, that's good. All right, thank you. Thank you for all that.
Good.
I have nothing further. If
Then I'll request a motion to call, when tonight's meeting?
All right, I make a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting at 6:32 PM.
I'll second that motion.
All right,
All in favor?
aye?
Aye.